Hi everybody, this is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers, Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, and the Junk Journal and Paper Crafts group. Yes, I'm back after my break from my surgery, and that was December and part of January, believe it or not, and now it's the middle of January, and so I'm doing December. So I'm doing February's project for the month. Now remember from the monthly update with the new schedule, I'm going to be publishing on Monday, Wednesday, Friday only instead of 7 days a week. It was just killing me. I was working way too hard, and that pretty much says it all, I guess. I'm also doing one Ko-Fi video a month for my members. And then I'm also doing the design team project for Natalie and Line.Arrow. Okay, so this is a Victoria Designs kit, and I came across it, and it's called Junk Journaler. And so I was like, okay, well, we probably better use that one. So let's go through the papers real quick. Now you'll notice this paper and this paper are the same. And that's because I had a print error along the edge of this one the first time I printed it out. So what I did was I saved this side, of course, we'll make a card out of it. And then this side over here, I fussy cut it out around the print mishap. There's a little bit on the key right there, but such is life. And made a pocket out of it. Okay, and we'll see that because I believe that's page 2. So we've got this half of this page, and we've got this half of this page, which the other half is in there somewhere. Move my trimmer out of the way. And then these are the page papers, because I know they don't do flip throughs of their kits, or she doesn't do flip throughs of her kits. So we're just going to do this real quick. We're going to try and get this done in 6 or 7 videos. So if we go for 6, that's really 5, because 6 is going to be making the cover. So, yeah. I'll be honest with you, I didn't really see a lot of junk journaling stuff in here. There's your blank pages that you always get. This is one of the smaller kits, so there's only 18 or 19 pages instead of 24. You only get 6 background papers, I believe, or 8 background papers instead of 20. And you only get 6 pages of ephemera instead of 15. This is one of the background papers, but I'm using it for something, so we've only got half left. This one didn't come with the kit. I had to dig around and find it. I used it on the back of all the papers. And it was kind of a rosy brown, kind of matched, you know, these colors and whatever. So I used that. And this kit, if you go online and look for it, you won't find it in their shop. This kit is an add-on or a bonus to one of the other kits that they sell, one of the deluxe kits. And I'll be darned if I can remember which one. If I remember which one, I'll go looking. If I remember which one, then I will. I love this page. It's too bad it's a great big full page, huh? I will let you guys know. I like this one too. We may cut it up into cards. Like this one, it's going to be our inside cover too, so that means the inside cover is going to go this way. And then there's the blue polka dot that matches the pink, or the rose. Okay, and those are our pages, except for the ones I've got set aside for pages 1, 2, and 3. We've got our ephemera that I cut up. Not too much. And then we've got our words, which I feel are way too big. And then we have today, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't know what that has to do with junk journaling. And then past, present, future. So we're probably not going to use these. I have no idea what she was thinking when she put those words down. You know, instead of things like envelope and scrap paper and tags and tickets and I don't know, something. Oh my. So let's get going. Page 1. Now I've already put the magnets on, or we needed them on pages 1 and 3 because I didn't want to forget. Oh, this is the pages I picked. There's the inside cover. I'm going to use this for the spine. This is going to be way too wide. It'll probably be just the polka dot part. This is going to be our back cover. And we're going to cut this down here. And this is going to be our front cover. So there's a couple of large pages. Well, I just reprinted one of these for the inside covers. And then the front and back covers are 2 pages, full-size pages that you didn't see before. Okay. So page 1 is easy. I should have inked the envelope as much as I need. We're using brushed corduroy. Brushed corduroy to me looks like tea dye. I don't know if they have a tea dye color. If so, it's a light coffee dye. That's all I got to say. It's some kind of a dye. With the polka dots, where the white meets the edge, my Scan and Cut does some little creative cutting. Kind of cuts out the semicircle. Did it in a couple of places along here. And this isn't super dark, this ink. I've even used my light brown ink dauber with it. I have a light brown and a dark brown. Even though I can rub out the dark brown and use the light brown with it, it's just kind of a pain in the rear, so it's easier to just use 2. And of course 1 for black. That black is crazy, black soot. Okay. I did ink this. This is going to be our paper. We've got the matching buttons. Okay. I'm going to score this. I had to kind of reach for this one. Oz knocked it over when he was walking by and about scared himself to death. I have it standing up behind me. I forgot to switch my radio from the news to music, so now I'm listening to people talk in the background. Yuck. Instead of singing in the background. Yay. We're just scoring it around the frame. I was doing pretty good until this one. I'm not lining it up very good. There we go. Well, I was in the hospital. I think you guys probably saw it in the groups. I took Bactrim. I only took one pill. It was a sulfa drug antibiotic that nobody apparently is allergic to. But of the about 15 allergic reaction things that could happen to you, I had about 10. So I was pretty sick. And my friend that lives in St. Louis, Missouri, I live in Seattle, Washington area, she finally got me to answer a video chat call. And it was 6:30 in the morning. I thought it was 6:30 at night. And she was worried sick. She'd been trying to get a hold of me for 3 days. I was so delirious. I didn't even know 3 days had gone by. I had such a migraine too. Just between the being so confused and having a migraine, that was bad enough. And then the other symptoms were not good either. And look at that. I cut it out straight. Scan and cut it out. I scored it straight, and yet this still sticks out. Oh, why did I do that? Lucky there. Boy, oh boy. I could have accidentally cut through this fold. Okay. I didn't ink the inside. It's alright, because all we need is this part. I like the big blue polka dot paper. Polka dot. It's alright, see, I hadn't glued it anyway. Looks kind of dirty. I probably should have only done one side. Okay. And the reason we've got the magnet in the middle and the inside is we're going to put a magnet on here. And then the envelope is just going to sit on the page. And that's going to be page 1. Let's see. I can just go up the length of this. I put it in the middle of the back flap. Okay. Anyway, so I was so messed up looking. Apparently, oh, and the clocks match. Isn't that cute? She actually called 911 from St. Louis up here, and she said they were real nice to her. They called me to verify, and I'm kind of like goofy, and I'm like, yeah. And kind of funny, I guess. If and you think about it. I could paper clip it. I've already put the magnet in there. So I'm going to hold it and flip it over. The magnet's right there. I'm almost out of magnets. So we better not get too fancy in this book. Now let's check the front. And if everything's okay, then you tape the magnet to the back. Now the envelope just sits on the page. Isn't that nice? Okay. Oh, I didn't do the papers. So I'll do that. I'll ink them. There's only going to be 3 papers, not 4. Let's see if I can grab. So that's going to be 12 pages. Okay. So I'll get these inked and folded. Can't believe I didn't do that before I started. Wasn't thinking, I guess. And so we'll label this page 1. Let's see. My tiny attachers become large. Page 1. Isn't that funny how I write in cursive on here and I write in little print everywhere else? Alright, so this is going to be page 1. We'll set it up there. Page 2 should go by pretty quick as well. I might even have time to stop the video and do page. We might be able to do a page 4, depending on what. I didn't set anything aside for it. We only have to do 3 pages of video. Forgot to ink this. So this is the fussy cut that I made out of the other page. You know what I could do? I could cut this out to the shape, and then that blue wouldn't be right there. So let's cut this out. Anyway, so she calls 911. I get so distracted, don't I? I'm going to leave that little bit of tan there so that we have a straight corner. Then we can move this over. How am I going to do that? How am I going to glue it? It's noisy. Well, I could just glue the bottom and make a tuck out of it. That looks silly, sticking out. I could make a tuck out of it and just glue straight down here. And then the tuck would be that wide. I think that's what I'll do. My fingers are purple. My hands are so cold. So the ambulance guys came. My stairwell was too narrow for them to bring the gurney down. They're talking to me. They're looking at my medicine, writing my medicines down. Haha, fun for them. And Oz is being really good. He's being such a good boy. He wasn't barking at them. Usually when there's somebody big and tall like a man in the apartment, because I'm only 4'11", makes him nervous, and he barks. He's a nervous barker. When he gets anxious, he'll bark. I think someone's at the door. He didn't bark at that. It was weird. He let one of the guys pick him up and pet him. It was just bizarre. Such a good guard dog he was. And I already inked this. So I told one of the guys, I said he's going to run out the door when we go, because he's a door darter. And I didn't want to have to hang around for 30 minutes for him to come back. He only runs around the building. He's afraid of cars. I trained him to be afraid of cars. Well, I'm still not happy with that sticking out like that. Just glue the bottom. I really like the idea of gluing just the bottom. Okay. So they took me to the hospital, and I'm like half out of it. They're asking me questions. Some I can answer, some I can't. Some I sound totally normally normal. Some I sound totally confused. I was upset. I hadn't taken my medicine in 2 days, so that contributed to my problems. Because I was so confused, I was afraid to take them. I was afraid that I was setting aside, the wrong dose. I couldn't get it figured out. I would just stand in the kitchen and cry. So I couldn't get it figured out. I was afraid. And I had such a pounder of a headache. I swear to you. I used to get migraines in my 20s, and this was even worse than a migraine. It was awful. Anyway, so see how much better that lies. Yeah, we're gonna have some time left, I think. Well, this one's an envelope, so that takes a little bit of cutting. Look how pretty that image is. So pretty. I don't know what it has to do with junk journaling. Maybe I'll ask Tina. When I do her projects with her papers, I always tag her in Instagram and in Threads, and she usually leaves a nice comment. That's always nice. And back when she first started, I used to actually talk to her quite often. But then, you get busy. Everybody gets busy. She got really busy. I've inked this. It's the paper. I've inked the envelope. We're not going to have a window. We've got our magnet. We're just going to put something in here. See how this looks like tea dye to me? I set aside the pink polka dot paper to go in there, but I'm going to wait until we paper this and see if we can just leave that to make it look like tea dye and save this polka dot paper for something else. Okay, so we need it to go, let's see, it's on page 3, 1, 2, 3. So it needs to go on this side. So it needs to go on the right side. The right side, right? But I get to the hospital, and they put me in for observation. Then they do some blood work and some, other stuff. And then they try to convince me that I have a urinary tract infection and that's why I'm nuts. And I just looked at them like they were nuts. And I'm like, you know what? I've never had one in my life. There's no reason for me to have one now. And I guess there was like a trace of bacteria. Crazy. A little TMI there, sorry. You have to know though, or the story doesn't go right. So yeah, then they ended up admitting me, I think. Gave me papers afterwards. I was there for 3 days, and I finally felt better on the third day, but I was so weak I could barely walk, and they wanted to send a nurse over and everything after I got home, and a sorry about that, and a rehab person and all this stuff. And I tried to tell them I can walk on my own. I was just really weak. I hadn't eaten for 3 days, and yeah, so normally I get around just fine, but they did not want to hear it. But I already have a cane and a walker anyway. So I told them I already had, well, I have 2 canes. Technically 3. I have a metal one that's got a wolf's head as the handle, and when you pull the handle, the wolf's head, a sword comes out. It's the coolest cane ever. Let's see if that'll do it. It's a little bit wider. Leaves a little bit extra up here. I had a different envelope when I decided what paper to use. Let's ink that. That's a pretty image too. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I have no idea. In fact, I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Am I missing this junk journal thing? Am I just not getting it? So anyway, after 3 days of me sleeping, which I never sleep, you guys know, did nothing but sleep for 2 days. And the third day, they had me sitting in a chair. My legs swelled up, because I don't normally sit upright with my feet down. And they're like, we want you to get in a chair most of the time today. Get you out of that bed. I'm like, but it's warm over there. It's cold in the chair. So I did that. I am nothing if not obedient. The doctors and nurses tell me to do something, I do it. And so on the third day, in the evening, they let me go. That was when I realized I had no car there. I had no way to get home. And you guys know me. I'm on a little teeny tiny income. And I use my coffee money to buy glue and paper. That's what I get, just enough to buy glue and paper every month. So thank you. This is what I was doing when I got ink on my black one. I mean glue on my black one. Black sweatshirt. Anyway, so I get home and I'm looking at the paperwork. Oh, a friend came and picked me up. A friend's daughter came and picked me up, which I'll be forever grateful for. Okay, so it's going to go on the right side. So that makes this the top. This the top. Not this top. Neighbor's dog upstairs is barking his brains out for some reason. So I get home, and the next day, when I'm starting to feel better, even better than I did the day before, I'm looking at the paperwork, and it says, you were admitted under observation status. So they never actually fully admitted me, which means your insurance may not fully cover this visit. I'm like, get out of here. I was so upset. Well, they can send me a big bill. Doesn't mean they're going to get a big check. No, with the pink polka dots, I think we'll better do the pink polka dots inside. So what we're going to do with this, I should have ordered my emergency pizza from Domino's. I'm going to run out of time. But I think you still have to pay the delivery and the taxes and stuff. So much for that good idea. Okay, so I think, oh wait, we're not doing the whole envelope, we're only doing this much. So we need to get the word ideas in the center. So let's cut it here. And we'll cut it here. And then we'll worry about here and here. But I was so mad when I read those papers, I was like, get out of here. Oh, and I just cut that so crooked. Oh, so crooked. Gosh darn it. I really wanted that paper for the back. Okay. Look how crooked I cut it. I wonder if we have enough room for me to put the word ideas at the bottom. No, I'm going to print this out again. So we're not going to put the back on the envelope. We'll put the front, we'll put the envelope on the page, we'll put the polka dots in. I'll reprint this and glue it, and glue it on there. Can't believe I did that. I wasn't even looking. Wasn't paying attention. So we put the front on. So all we need to do is put the polka dots on. Gee, which way should we go? We're going to go this way, because this is the way that fits. Let's see if I can do this one. After I got about 2/3 of the way through that page, I realized I was holding it crooked. And let's cut it a couple inches wide so it slides down inside the pocket. So we have some polka dots left in the rose color from that half of the paper still, and we still have the other half. I got my extra paper clips, so my paper clip thing is full. Now they won't all go the same way. It makes me crazy when they don't go the same way. I'm nuts. Then all we have to do is ink the two sides that are going to show. And then, of course, the top. I don't know why I did that, because I want to slide it down in there. What I wanted to do was slide it in and glue the front edge. Let's see how much luck we have with this one. Okay, so open it up, slide it in there. Yeah, this is already, there we go. What a mess I made. Still too high up. Okay. Can't believe I did that. I'm going to put it on this paper, and then that will be page 3. Can't believe I had to fight with that. And I got to put a little drop of glue there. Okay, so we've got that like that. That'll be pretty. And then when you open it up, and it'll say ideas. And you put your ideas in there, and that will be nice. And that will be page 3. Okay, so we'll get done early. We'll get page 3 done. That's all we need to do each video. So we got done a little bit early. And I will see you in video 2 of the junk journaler's journal. That has no junk journal stuff in it, but it's pretty, so we're going to do it anyway. Okay, alright. Well, I will see you on either Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, whatever day comes up next. I'm not sure because I don't remember which day this starts. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.